Oh, I haven't watched the movie yet.
I haven't either. It's going to be available streaming, and I could get it anytime.
Right.
But it's terrible.
Is it terrible?
People say it's terrible. Everyone. Fanboys?
Blue Beetle is doing very well.
It is?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Right. Blue Beetle is like certified fresh. And I see the trailer for that and I think, well, at least The Flash isn't as bad as Blue Beetle, but everyone's loving Blue Beetle. So you're saying everyone is hating The Flash.
Let's just get into this. We haven't watched The Flash yet. Okay? We have access to watch The Flash. And we haven't watched The Flash yet. I haven't watched it. He hasn't watched it. I've had downtime. I can watch it. I've been watching old YouTube stuff. I've been watching some of our old videos and the Unobservable Universe stuff over and over. I watch stuff that I know is going to be good. And if I don't know, I better hear other people say it's good. Not because I want to only watch things that other people think is good. I want a hint that it's not going to be hot garbage and a waste of my time.
Historically, I was on the other side of the spectrum. I saw that there was a Scanners movie, and I was like, oh, I like Scanners. And then I saw that there was Scanners 2, and I was like, well, there's no way this is going to be any good. It's just going to be like a money grab. And then I saw that there was Scanners 3, Revenge of the Scanners or something. And then I found out there were 5 whole Scanners movies, so I bought all of them. And I had the whole set like on my shelf, and I was like, look, I've got all the Scanners movie. And everyone else was like, why would you do that?
Corny? Well, a little, but I got involved in it. I was never bored by Scanners, and I think I know why.
A lot of craft in it anyway, but I still vote no. You vote yes. Okay.
Well, because Scanners, because I'm kind of a completionist, and so I want to watch all the comic book movies, and here are all the things that The Flash has going for it. The Flash has 1989 Batman, Ben Affleck Batman, Zod.
Zod is one of my favorite characters of all time. I don't know why. I can probably deep dive into it, but the actor is amazing. The writing is, I would say, closer to a level of like Thanos.
Right.
Where he doesn't speak like the most amazing, but I believe every word he says.
Yeah.
And his motivation. So Zod is huge. I was so pumped for Zod to be in this film.
I love the bad guy who was like, I'm not the bad guy. It's all of you that are the bad guy. I'm the only one that has this figured out. And that's kind of how Zod is.
Yes, absolutely. You know, a different version of Superman or Supergirl that I thought was a fresh take and could work really well.
She's like hyper violent. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and she's all messed up and we messed her up.
Right. So there's no way that I'm not going to like The Flash. It's got all this stuff in it that I like already. So how can it be that bad? Everyone loves Blue Beetle. I think that's the stupidest looking movie of all time.
I cannot take Blue Beetle seriously. I hear, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I hear it is a good movie. I hear it's a good movie.
How can it be, though?
That being said, I don't want to watch good movies anymore. I want to watch the highest level stuff that's really, really good. I want to watch excellent, crazy good stuff.
Right.
Not just good, okay? Chicano, okay? Family come from Hispanic and Chicano and, you know, all that. Great. There is a superhero representation that happens to be Chicano, Hispanic, whatever you want to, in that realm. I know they're very different, but I'm just saying, in that realm, right? George Lopez, hilarious. I think a lot of this stuff can work so well, but it comes off kind of just not, it has no real edge to it, and it's very shticky that I can see from the trailers. And just because the dude is Chicano or Hispanic or whatever he is, like, I'm not going to go watch that. Those days are over where I had to watch Cheech and Chong movies. I had to watch Blood In, Blood Out, right? Those movies scared American Me. No kid should be watching American Me. La Bamba. La Bamba still holds up really well. La Bamba's still a real good movie. But we only had those couple movies to watch. And me and my cousins, we would just watch those because it wasn't, you know, it was representing some of our lives, and it was done well. Cheech and Chong's still kind of funny. But La Bamba, yeah, Blood In, Blood Out, they're well done films, right? They stand on their own. I can go back and watch them as a patron and not just a Hispanic person. Blue Beetle, it's good, but it's very young kid Iron Man-y, and moving past that.
I never thought I would say this, but I'm starting to agree with the people that say that we're on comic book burnout.
What's ruining this stuff is that you're shoving in characters and you're saying, okay, but it's a female now. And then
that's it.
The rest of it falls flat.
Right.
It has to be good. You have to be Ripley good from Alien and Aliens. That's how good you have to be.
It didn't even have to be a superhero. It was just a person in a story that was really well written.
I don't even think of her in terms of like, oh, that was a woman, female protagonist.
Right.
Ripley is iconic, like Terminator, like all these, like Rambo. She's up there. She wasn't the strongest. She wasn't the smartest. She wasn't the most cunning, but she had something to her, and there was just the writing and the acting and the presentation of it all made her one of the best heroes ever.
Get away from her, you bitch!
And that's not what we're getting right now. We're getting the bottom line and what needs to come out this quarter and what property can we spin into, toys or...
Yeah, toys, oh my God. They even said that the Val Kilmer was where Batman started to go into toys because they were too dark. They couldn't sell enough toys with the Batman movies. So when they got to the George Clooney Batman movies, it was put this in for a toy, put this in for a toy, put this in for a toy, take out all the violence and make it like kooky. Kooky Batman was a thing in the 60s, but to go from Tim Burton's Batman to George Clooney's Batman, we were all just like me? No, you. You're not watching that.
Well, as you were saying that, I was just thinking, I saw some behind the scenes. There's a ton of behind the scenes stuff on Aliens, but one thing that no one talks about and that they can easily bring up and be offended by, the one Chicano wasn't Hispanic, wasn't de Hispania of Spain. One Chicano character, but had the gun, the floating gun.
Right.
She was a real badass, and she didn't come off cheesy, and she came off authentic.
Yep.
White lady. She's not Hispanic.
She's not?
She's not Hispanic.
Oh my God.
But in the documentary, in the behind the scenes stuff, she's like, yeah, I did that a long time ago. She's clearly a white lady.
Right.
Chicano and Hispanic people still see that character today and go, that's us.
Right.
You know why? Because she did such a killer job.
Totally.
That's how great you can be as an actor, and presentation-wise, you can transcend gender, you can transcend ethnicity, and still be awesome 30 and 40 years later.
Great performances and great writing, and the studio is getting in the way of a lot of good art, probably.
And they're shooting themselves in the foot because it's all short term.
Yeah.
It's all turn and burn. Let's just level up, make it like Iron Man, and then it'll make 100 million maybe, and then that franchise is dead for another 10 years. Who cares? I'm retiring in 15. Cannot believe it. I'm still not going to watch The Flash. I'll probably make him watch it with me.
I'm gonna watch it.
We'll probably watch it.
I want to see the original Batman. I like Ben Affleck's Batman. I
do
think
too.
it's pretty gritty.
I do too.
Why did you say that name? Like that. That's cool to me.
I didn't care. Yeah, that was fine to me. I
Right.
didn't really need that to be deeper.
And it's gonna have Zod. It's gonna have traumatized Supergirl. Like this is, even if it's not perfect, I think it's gonna be fun.
I hope it's going to at least be fun. It sucks when there's so much potential and the characters do something that is completely stupid or it's just serving the plot. And when you see something happen, you go, why would you do that? That's so stupid. I don't like you now. You shouldn't win.
Right.
Those are the moments that take me out of movies.
You know what the thing about The Flash is that the star of it, I feel like, is this generation's version of the kid from Galaxy Quest that was also in those Mac versus PC commercials.
Yeah.
Like he's that guy, and I kind of want to see what that guy does at The Flash.
I thought you were going to say the actor was more like this generation's like Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover is really weird. He has his own music that he makes, and it's terrifying.
Really?
Yeah, put on Crispin Glover's album.
Well, now we got to do that.